what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of chopping these tops off of here and everything, and I got all kind of different peppers in here. You'll see I got some ghost peppers in here. I got a few serrano. I got some jalapeno peppers. Got some cherry bombs as well too. And I'm just gonna mix those up. Now this is gonna be real deal hot. So, like once you get to the ghost pepper and once it starts to get like oranges, yellow, that's on the next level, man. So I'll have a trick for that too. I'm actually gonna be cutting this hot sauce today with a little bit of extra water and vinegar just to stretch it down too. So, but when your ghost pepper's like around that level, that green level, I mean that's it's still hot, but it's a lot more edible than the orange or the yellow. Alright, so before we move to the next step here, I have the tops to the peppers that I cut off here. Just want to say that especially any of your gardeners out there, or anybody, or even if you buy the peppers to make this sauce, you can absolutely save this if you like. This would be perfect to maybe just add heat into a whatever, a soup, a stew, or whatever it may be. You could even put these tops into maybe if you wanted to pickle like some cucumbers or tomatoes. If you wanted to add a little spice level to it, you can freeze these and reuse these or whatever just for the heat itself too. So you don't have to waste these tops as well too. So just want to throw that out there. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so what we have here, we have all of our different peppers here. Like I said, I got some Scotch bonnet. I got some jalapeno, serrano peppers, the cherry bombs, quite a few different little peppers up in here, ghost peppers as well too. And my whole trick today to kind of cut this down is going to be just a little bit more vinegar and a little bit more salt, a little bit more water and garlic as well too. So let's go ahead and get to it. So I have I'd say about 2 tablespoons of salt, kosher salt, sea salt, whatever your world is. And I have just a little typically it's 1 cup of vinegar that you're going to be using, but I noticed from doing that red sauce, you can definitely cut this a little bit more, especially if you don't want it super duper scorching hot. So I did just a little this is about 1.5 cups of vinegar. If I need to add more, once I get started, I will. If I need to add water to it, I will as well too. So all I'm using today is just the magic bullet. So what I'm doing here, so my peppers are already cleaned. Just dropping these in whole. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and drop this salt up in here. Now, if you want to with the garlic, just to, kind of make sure that it blends in well, you can go ahead and pop those down too. Just kind of smash them down. Maybe if you want to chop them up a little bit too before you put it in there, that's cool. Typically you go in with about 4 cloves of garlic, but I'm actually going with about 5 or 6 here, just to kind of step it up and cut some of that heat as well too. So boom. So it's kind of make it a little bit easier for that to chop up in there. And of course, if you have a heavy duty blender, all the better to you as well too, because that's going to definitely take that stuff down real fine how you want it to. So that's cool. So we got that. Got our salt. Go ahead and add just 1.5 cups of vinegar, like I said. That's it, man. So go ahead and hit our lid on here. Get plugged up real quick. I just want to see what we start off with, and then from that point I'll go ahead and stretch it as I need to and add more either vinegar or water. Alright, so I think I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I added a little bit too much vinegar to start, which is cool. So as you saw in the other video as well too, doing the red sauce, I do freeze a lot of my peppers as well too, because that's one of the most yielding plants that I have in my garden. You're going to probably get, other than tomatoes, you're going to get a lot of peppers throughout the week, especially if you do different plants as well too. So I have several bags in here, all kind of different peppers, cleaned and green as well too. So I'm about to go ahead and just chop the tops off of here and add it onto my mix as well too, to see if I can kind of save the sauce. So let's see here in a minute. So real quick, I want you to see, these are just straight out of the freezer. These are kind of picked like the first couple weeks as the peppers were growing. But these are cleaned, and really, it's crazy, man, because you can do whatever you want to with these from this point. But I'm about to go ahead and take these tops off real quick and jump out them right back into the mixer. So just wanted to show y'all this. You can absolutely freeze your peppers, man, and do whatever you want to do, man. Soups, chilies, whatever, man. All right, so we're back on track. So what I had to do is I had to go ahead and dig into the freezer and get some frozen peppers. What I should have did was off the rip, I should have just kind of just started very minimal or very little vinegar. So I should have started very little vinegar and just kind of created a paste. I think regardless, it's still kind of going to transform it to this lime green kind of a color. But now, since I did that, and what I did was also too, I took that liquidy mix, I ran it through just a little juicer sifter, and I separated the pulp and the juice. So what this is right here, this is just a mix of the actual peppers itself with some of that pulp. So we can kind of see the consistency that we have right here. Alright, so let's see where we at now. Yeah, I think that's good to go, man. I'm not even about to dare try this just yet. Now what I'm going to do is, I got a little bit of this liquid left. I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit of that in there, because ultimately what I'm trying to do is I want to make sure that this goes into these bottles as smooth as possible. I don't want it super duper liquidy, but I definitely, I don't want it too thick either, to where it's kind of just gooping out of the bottle. So should be the last one here. Alright. So now we are at the point where we can go ahead and fill these bottles here. Alright, so now, before I even finish with these other bottles, I'm just, that's the beauty of cooking. You can kind of just take opportunities to make any corrections that you see. So it's cool how it's going into the bottles, but I really don't mind if this gets just a little bit thinner. So that juice that I had, that I separated from here, I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of that into this mix here. Alright, so we still, kind of tweaking this a little bit here. I just add a little bit more juice that I extracted. I just tasted it. This shit has definitely got some kick on it. I'm just going to do a little bit more salt here. I'd say maybe about a tablespoon I'm going to do. I think I got plenty of garlic and vinegar in there. So we're going to do one last little mix down. Woo! What I'm trying to accomplish here is I still want some kind of flavor. Definitely, I want it to be good. I don't want it to just be smoking hot. I want it to have some heat, but definitely some flavor on it. Alright, so this should go ahead and pour a whole lot easier than the other one. To our containers here. Just hit that off a little bit more. That's it. It's cool. Perfect. Boom. Alright. Alright, so now we are at 6 bottles. I got 2 additionals just now. So we're probably going to end up with about 8 bottles here total, man. Which is sweet. Like I said, you can always give these away. That is perfect. So we got 8 bottles total. So I'm going to do at this point, just kind of wipe my bottles off, make sure everything is good to go. Clean, because I'm going to be giving quite a few of these away. And we'll go ahead and put our lids on here. Another thing, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and put these up in a dark just like a little closet or something like that for about a week or whatever, just to kind of let them do their thing, kind of ferment and let the flavors meld with one another. And this shit is definitely hot, just from a dab on my fingertip, man. It's definitely still going, man. So it's cool. At this point, we just put our caps on. So there we go. We end up getting 8 bottles total of the green hot sauce today. Like I said, what I'm about to do, I'm going to go put these in a dark place, maybe for about, just a closet or something like that. Maybe for about a week or something like that, to kind of let everything jive and the flavors do what it do. And I'm going to start giving these away. I'll probably keep about 1 or 2 of these for myself. And that's it. If you got any questions or comments, please go and leave that below. Hope you liked the video. If you do, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Peace.